Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to go over what a first draft is. So I'll be clarifying the first draft because there are a lot of different ways to define a first draft. So let's jump into what the key elements are for a first draft. Your first draft is the version of your script that you should not be sending out to agents, companies, or competitions. Many of those places will specify that they're not looking for first drafts, but polished ones. Your first draft is for you to put your ideas out on the page before editing. Essentially, you can send it to someone you trust for their advice. So your first draft can look however you need it to look, right? It's far from the final product, so don't stress if it doesn't look polished. Or if you even like the final product, I go through my scripts and I just write. As long as I get it out and get it on paper, I can edit however I want to. Later down the line, I'll read it, I'll send it to some friends that can help me with ideas, fleshing them out, fleshing out character development. But just remember, it's not the final product, it's just to get it written. So picture this. Your first draft is the skeleton of your final product. It's like our bodies. We don't see our skeletons under our skins, but it's there and it's holding up our whole body. It's the essential. And without it, there would be no final product, which would mean there would be no us. So think of your final draft as our bones, and without them, there would be no product. So let's jump into what the skeleton should look like. So the essentials of the skeleton should consist of the characters, your plot, the themes, and the tone for your script. It doesn't have to be 100% complete, of course, but at least you should have an idea of what each of them are so you can continue with the first draft. And you can continue editing these, will help grow and strengthen each of them. So before I like to start my first draft, I like to map out the plots, the characters, and the locations. I like to have a clear idea of each of these elements so when I go to write the first draft, it can be a little stronger and it can be a little more thought through. I do this especially for short films, short scripts, and short stories because sometimes there are word limits, page limits, so that means every word counts. My favorite form of brainstorming is the spider web or the bubble web. It helps me map out all my thoughts before writing. So the purpose of the first draft is not to get it right, but to get it written. Just keep that in mind. That is the most important part of the first draft. I hope you're getting a lot of great information from this video. So if you are, please hit that like button. Please subscribe so I can continue giving you tips and tricks to writing a successful story. So let's jump back into the video. So a bubble web or a spider web consists of the title in the middle, or if you don't have a title, at least you can put the genre that it's going to be in. And then from there, I like to go and branch out. So I write down characters in one bubble. On the other side, I'll put locations, and then either the bottom or the top of it, I'll put plot, since that will have the most stuff I write in. Then from there, you go back to characters, locations, and plot, and then you write out either the character's name or what the villain will be or what the protagonist will be, and then you can write what their characteristics are and stuff like that. And then for locations, especially like for a short film, usually I like to base on one location, so I try to think of, okay, what do I have to work with? Oh, I have a house, I have a bedroom, I have a bathroom. Oh, it's a horror script. I want to use a mirror. I want there to be a villain through the mirror. So where are there mirrors in the house? Oh, the bathroom, the living room, and the bedroom. And then from there, I do a process of elimination and I could get rid of the locations I don't need. And then again, going back to character, you can just write the important parts that you need for the characters. So for Justin, he'll be tired. He'll be just coming back from work. So at least I have an idea, okay, when he goes to the bathroom or the living room or the family room, he can look a bit tired. And then evil Justin will obviously be in the mirror, and the best thing to do is the villain. Then you can jump into plots and throw out what you need. So obviously I know I want Justin to be tired. He doesn't realize there's an evil Justin in the mirror, and I go through the process of, okay, he's there, he doesn't see him, then he recognizes him, and then he starts being choked, and then eventually he dies by the demon. And again, we do the process of elimination for locations, and I pick the bathroom because it's by itself, nobody can distract me, and I can get everything done. This is just one of the methods that I use before starting writing, for my first draft, because essentially for me, it'll be easier to start writing words to paper when I have a clear idea of what I want. Even though the first draft is just to get it written and not have it right, at least it'll get me on the right start, the right path before going into the first draft. And essentially, once I do that, I have the flow of my writing is so much easier and so much better that most of the times my first draft comes out stronger than it used to when I would just jump into the writing process. So that's just one way of doing it. I hope that helps you. Hope that gives you an idea. Maybe you can try it out. If you want to continue getting some great tips on writing your first draft, look at this playlist right here. It is story plot arc and how to write one successfully. And this will help you map out your idea before jumping into your first draft. And then this video right here will help you with character development. I have a couple videos on that, so check them out. It'll help you definitely before jumping into your first draft. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on my next video. Thanks for watching, guys.